Hello again. Very well.
Please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
It's locked. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. To what do I owe?
It's locked, all right.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Your heart might be in the right place, but you can't carry on with this blackmail. For God's sake, Dorothy, it's extortion. It's a serious crime.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then.
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal. It's locked, all right.
He's dead, all right? He's done for! Oh, that's gonna suck! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! I'm killing!
As long as you have the money. Good evening, my...
Goodbye.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole living in the streets. Not me. The wet boots will be proud of me.
human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill him, boy! Crush the leech, boys!
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Doc.
Is there anything else?
I'm all right.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already.
I have to go now.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Miss.
I'm quite busy, right?
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir,
Are you thinking about something?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Aykroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his...
Thank you. Good evening, Miss.
I need blood, Doctor.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attacked?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically...
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my...
Do you require my...
I have no need for your medicine, Doctor.
I'll leave you. Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening.
Soldier,
I'm fine.
goodbye.
Simpletons, they bred with no respect.
Hello again.
Goodbye, Miss.
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
How long's it going to take to fix me? A month? A year?
You have the right to disagree.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps...
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades.
Anyway, I have
I see. Please...
I must confess I have not put an end to the...
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all you...
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan?
I believe I could agree to...
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our... hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed...
What do you know about this Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to...
And no one
As you well know, suspicion has recently...
I know this is beyond the pale.
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now.
And who bestowed upon you this?
My maker. He left this art...
Very well. But I believe there is...
A lady has to have some...
Why did you save me in the camp?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gut...
William Bishop wasn't the
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires.
What type of vampire?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instinct.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more.
How could this call?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
How could this... Excuse my forwardness.
Me? Goodness, no.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he...
So me being a vampire?
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting some.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous.
A vampire?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an echo.
So we are Ekons?
How to put it? All Ekon.
Are you?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan.
The Spanish flu has hit...
Yes, But it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you...
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely...
Are there many vampires here?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some...
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our
Will they all be as affable as...
I do not see why not. But remember...
That sounds like a lesson from
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared...
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but...
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are...
You make them sound like...
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone.
I bid you farewell. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.